very happy to see you again. Or should I say, I'm overjoyed. Now, what is wrong with using very all the time? Well, nothing. You can say I'm happy or you can say I'm very happy, and that's totally fine. But if you want to take your English to the next level, it's great if you can use some alternatives and stop saying very all the time. For example, it's nice to say overjoyed instead of very, very happy. Now, in this lesson, I'm going to teach you a lot of different alternatives to very. However, I want to teach you something else first. In English, we use adjectives to describe nouns or express feelings. For example, I am happy. Now, adjectives are either gradable or non-gradable. Gradable, non-gradable. What are these? Well, it's very simple. If an adjective is gradable, you can use it with very. Happy, very happy. Sad, very sad. But if an adjective is non-gradable, it means it's extreme. You cannot add a very to it because it's already at the top. Look at this diagram. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm overjoyed. Can I say I'm very overjoyed? No, because overjoyed is max. However, there are two adverbs that you can use with extreme non-gradable adjectives. Absolutely or completely. So you cannot say I'm very overjoyed, but you can say I'm absolutely overjoyed or I'm completely overjoyed. So here's the diagram. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm overjoyed. I'm absolutely overjoyed, or I'm completely overjoyed. All right, it is time to start learning some alternatives. And the first one is, what can I say instead of very tired? I'm very, 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 very tired? No. You can say, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. That means I'm very tired, both physically and mentally. I'm exhausted. After working a double shift, she felt completely exhausted. She worked for 2 shifts and now she's feeling exhausted, very tired. And remember, we cannot say very exhausted, but we can say absolutely exhausted or completely exhausted. Another alternative to very tired is drained. Drained. That means I don't have the energy or the strength to do something. I'm physically very tired. He looked drained after the long meeting. The meeting was so long that it took all of his energy and strength. He looked drained, very tired. Want to go out tonight? No way. I'm absolutely exhausted. Oof, it's very cold in here. Very cold. Instead of very cold, what else can I say? I can say it's frigid. Frigid, that means very cold. In an uncomfortable way. It's like too cold. The frigid wind made it difficult to stay outside for long. The frigid wind. The wind was so frigid. Close the windows, please. Or you can say icy. Icy. It's when it's bitterly cold with ice or with snow or with frost. The roads were icy and dangerous after the storm. The road surface was icy. You should be careful. Did you go swimming in the lake today? Are you kidding? The water was frigid. Oh my God, this place is very, very, very dirty. Oh, very dirty. What can I say instead of very dirty? I can say filthy. Filthy means disgustingly dirty. Ugh. It's filthy in here. The kitchen was filthy after the party. The kitchen was filthy. Oh my God, who's gonna clean this mess up? Or you can say grimy. Grimy, this is very beautiful. Grimy. If something is grimy, it's covered with dirt. Or it's muddy, it's full of mud. The old window was covered in a grimy layer of dust. The old window was covered in a grimy layer of dust. It was full of dust. You needed to remove the dirt off the surface of the window if you wanted to see outside. Or for example, if you step in the mud and you go home, after a while the mud dries out and you end up with grimy boots. How was the subway ride? Awful. Everything was so grimy. Let me tell you something. For the next weekend, I'm going somewhere which has a very beautiful view of the mountains. Very beautiful. Instead of very beautiful, what else can I say? I can say stunning. Stunning, which means impressively beautiful or striking. The view of the sunset from the mountain was stunning. It was stunning. It was very beautiful. It was stunning. Now, you can say absolutely stunning or you can say completely stunning. Or instead of stunning, you can say breathtaking. Breathtaking. It takes your breath for a second. You look at it and you're like, it's breathtaking. Her wedding dress was absolutely breathtaking. You see the bride and you're like, did you like the view from the mountaintop? It was Absolutely breathtaking. Guys, I have to tell you this again. I am very happy to see you. Very happy. Instead of very happy, what can I say? Well, we learned at the beginning of this video that I can use overjoyed. It means extremely happy and delighted. She was overjoyed to hear that she had won the scholarship. She was overjoyed to hear that she had won the scholarship. Oh my God, Mom, Dad, I won the scholarship. Or you can say elated. Elated. Elated means feeling happy or thrilled about something. He felt elated after scoring the winning goal. He felt elated after scoring the winning goal. He scored the goal and he was elated. Yeah, I scored the goal.
How did you feel when you got the job offer?
Ooh, I was overjoyed. I couldn't stop smiling. You know what happened this morning? I had a fight with my friend, and now I'm very angry. But instead of very angry, what else can I say? I can say I am furious. Furious. That means extremely angry. I'm angry, very angry, furious. Absolutely furious. She was furious when she found out about the missed deadline. She was the manager in the company, and she realized that there was a deadline that they had missed, and now she is furious. Very angry. You can also say seething. Seething. It means quietly angry. So you are angry, but you're not showing it. You're not dishing it out. You're keeping it inside. You're seething. He sat, seething in silence after the argument.
How did your boss react to the mistake?
She was absolutely furious. I hope you're enjoying this lesson. Do you want to have the summary of this lesson and all other lessons of mine in a PDF file for free? That's right, you can get all the lesson notes in one book with more than 500 pages, and this book is for free for my YouTube subscribers. But how can you get it? You can get it now. Simply click on the link above this video. Go to my website, type in your name, your email address, and your country. Then click download. You will get the link in your inbox. This is a very big offer. A very big? Instead of very big, what else can I say? If something is very, very, very big, you can say massive. Massive. Did you see the massive building at the city center? Did you see the massive building at the city center? Or you can say colossal. Colossal, that is extremely large. But you can use it for non-physical things. For example, mistakes. You can say it's a colossal mistake, a very big mistake. The company made a colossal mistake in their calculations. They made a colossal mistake, a huge, giant mistake.
Did you see the statue in the park?
Yes, it's colossal. I couldn't believe how huge it was. The opposite of very big is very small. Now, instead of very small, you can say minuscule. Minuscule. It's a very fancy adjective. Minuscule. That is extremely small and insignificant. For example, there is a text on the screen and you try so hard, but you can't read it because it's so minuscule. The text on the screen was so minuscule. I couldn't read it. Or instead of minuscule, you can say tiny. I'm pretty sure you've heard this one. Tiny. Very small. I had a tiny pizza for lunch. I'm still hungry. I had a tiny pizza. It was not like a big pizza. No, it was a tiny pizza. This size.
Did you see the writing on the bottle?
Barely. The text is, so tiny. Did I tell you that the kitchen is so dirty? But the living room is very clean. Very clean. What can I say instead of very clean? If it is very, very, very clean, I can say it's spotless. Spotless. You cannot find a single spot. It's spotless. The house was spotless after hours of cleaning. After hours of cleaning, we cleaned the house for hours and hours, and now it's spotless. Or you can say pristine. Pristine. If something is pristine, it's completely clean and untouched. It's in perfect condition. The car was in pristine condition despite being 10 years old. It's a 10-year-old car. It was made in 2015. But it's in pristine condition. It's very clean and it seems untouched.
Your house looks amazing.
Thanks. I made sure it was spotless for your visit. Let me just quickly check something. Oh my God, I was very scared. Very scared? Instead of very scared, what else can I say? I can say terrified. Terrified. Very, very, very scared. She was terrified when she saw the shadow in the hallway. Oh my God, where's that shadow coming from? Or a similar adjective is petrified. Petrified. If you are petrified, you are so scared that you are unable to move. You freeze. He was petrified of speaking in front of the large audience. He was petrified of speaking in front of the large audience. So he went on stage, he saw the audience,
1 hour later.
He was petrified.
Why didn't you go on the roller coaster?
I was, petrified. I couldn't even look at it. And that is it. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, click subscribe. Plus, leave a comment below so I will read it. Bye.